What's up, YouTube? Brett Hoover from Rants here. Alright, so if you're a fan of the Witcher games, then you probably have this own debate among friends or among even yourself or other fans online of who is best for Geralt. Is it Triss or is it Yennefer? Me personally, I am a Triss fan. I don't really like Yennefer in the games at all. I know I've read some of the books. I haven't got very far in it, so I can't speak on that behalf. But as far as the games are concerned, I'm all Triss all day long. But season 2 of The Witcher might actually go into the territory of basically this debate of who is Geralt going to end up with at the end of the day. Is it going to be Triss or is it going to be Yennefer? So let's get right on into this story. It says there is one debate that continues across a sizable fan base that The Witcher maintains, mainly surrounding CD Projekt Red's video games and their depiction of Geralt's relationship with Triss Merigold and Yennefer of Vingerberg. Netflix's The Witcher may be inviting the debate into its adaptation with Season 2. According to Redanian Intelligence, Season 2 will include a sex scene between Geralt and Triss when they are at the mountain fortress of Kaer Morhen. Geralt will still be unaware of Yennefer's fate following the Battle of Sodden and will assume that she fell in battle. Triss served as Geralt of Rivia's primary love interest in the video games. Yennefer was only introduced to CD Projekt Red's game in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which is just an amazing game. If you haven't played it and you're into video games, definitely one to check out. It's just a beautiful game. I love just the fighting system in it and everything. Where Triss and Geralt share a very brief fling in Blood of Elves, a relationship and Triss's feelings for Geralt were intensified for the games. Wild Hunt provided players with an option to romance Triss instead of Yennefer, who was Geralt's greatest romance in Sapkowski's novels. Many criticize the option not just because it diverges from Sapkowski's canon, but because the video game's depiction of Triss has her take advantage of Geralt's memory loss. Look, I enjoyed it when, The Witcher, the Wild Hunt, Witcher 3, the Wild Hunt. I kind of always thought it was a little bit funny in those games because you take the Netflix version of Geralt and he's so obsessed with Yennefer. But in the games, he's like, hey, I love Yennefer, but I'm going to bang all these other chicks on the side. Like, it kind of was that way in a lot of ways. I kind of feel like in that game, he was better off with Triss than he was Yennefer. I just didn't like, especially in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, I did not like Yennefer at all. I thought she was just a terrible person. I thought she was a terrible love interest for Geralt. So I would be perfectly and totally happy if in that way they diverged from Sapkowski's books and actually made Triss the main love interest. It says when audiences saw Yennefer last, she had decimated the force of Nilfgaard at Sodden, hindering the Empire's quest of the northern kingdoms. After unleashing an inferno upon the soldiers, the sorceress vanished, leaving her mentor, Tejaya de Vries, searching for her on the battlefield. In Andres Sapkowski's novels, 14 mages and sorcerers perish at the disastrous battle. The Netflix series showed that only a handful survived, including Yennefer, Tejaya, Triss, and Vilgefortz. Clips from Season 2 of The Witcher have revealed that Yennefer will find herself in the clutches of Fringillo Vigo and the forces of Nilfgaard, following the events at Sodden Hill. It has been shown that both Vigo and Yennefer will then become captives of another mysterious sect, possibly the Scoia'tael. I don't know much about that one. But hey, look, season two does sound amazing. It really does. I cannot wait simply because they're going to introduce Kaer Morhen, some more Witchers. I mean, so we're going to get to actually see a lot more when it comes to season two that we didn't get to see in season one. The only problem that I had with season one was Geralt was such a boring character in season one. In the look, I personally, from what I've read of the novels, I like that girl from the novels. He's funny. He's more talkative. The one in the video games is very dry, but he's still got funny ways about him. Um, the the one that was in the Netflix series was just so boring. I mean, literally, he would say like one word. He just would growl at people a lot. Like that works for Wolverine, but I don't know if it works for Geralt. At least it didn't for me. I hope they do more with that character in season two. It says The Witcher season two is set to primarily adapt Blood of Elves and Time of Contempt, though parts of it will adapt short stories from The Last Wish and Sword of Destiny. Blood of Elves sees Geralt take Ciri to Kaer Morhen for the winter, where the Cintran princess trains to fight under the guidance of the handful of witchers that remain from the School of the Wolf: Geralt, Lambert, Eskel, Cohen, and Vesemir. However, earlier reports revealed that the Netflix series will introduce at least one more Witcher to the fortress by the name of Hemric. It's uncertain what role he will play in the upcoming series. I don't remember a Hemric. But hey, overall, I'm glad that they're giving Geralt more of love interest, at least to kind of build up, um, some suspense of just who he's going to end up with at the end of the day, and build up some suspense of, hey, you know what, um, who he really truly belongs with in a lot of ways. I think that's what this show really kind of needed. It needed a strong love interest. Yes, we did have Yennefer, but man, the way they did Yennefer in season one, I just did not like at all. It's like Geralt just meets her and he's like, okay, I want to go have sex with her. I'm completely and totally in love with her. And it just really didn't fit into the story, and it didn't fit with the scenes that they were in. I just didn't like it. I felt like they could have done it a lot better. So yeah, that was kind of the lower points of season one for me. But hey, you know what? Adding Triss to the fold when it comes to a love interest will be amazing in that. I'm glad that they're renewing that rivalry of sorts, and the discussion among fans. This series needs it. It needs something that gets fans excited. There's been so many. It feels like season one was so long ago, and we're still a ways from season two. So I mean, it feels like we need something to talk about to get us excited for the upcoming season. And hey, you know what? This is the start. I still wish it was a little bit more, but hey, look, we're going to get Kaer Morhen, we're going to get all these other Witchers, and then we're going to get Triss and Yennefer rivalry. So look, that's awesome. New love interest. But anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think down below. Are you a Yennefer? Are you a Triss fan? Who do you think he should end up with at the end of the day? Let me know if any of this news is exciting to y'all. Let me know if y'all are excited about season two of The Witcher. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Y'all take